of exporting the iron ores and the bauxite to be processed in Europe and China, if the decision was reversed so that we still get the same steel, but this time round, it is processed in Africa, you don't have to transport the ores. Use the renewable energy in Africa instead of the fossil fuel and carbon energy in Europe. It is a simple decision. We will still get the steel for everybody, but let's change the paradigm. Instead of transporting iron ore and engaging in huge footprints of carbon, let us process the iron ores and the bauxite in Africa. And we are willing, once it is processed in Africa, we will sell the steel to our friends. We will do two things. We will have created jobs in our continent. We will have done green for everybody, green industrialization for everybody. We will have reduced emissions for everybody. And we will have contributed to solving this big equation of carbon emissions. It is as simple as that. It is just as simple as that. You don't need any rocket science to, it is just as simple as it gets. Let me give you an example from Kenya. Kenya is a perfect case in point. Our comparatively small national grid is about 3 gigawatts, but consists of 92% renewable energy. We aspire to make our grid 100% renewable by 2030, in the next 8 years, while executing a quantum leap in grid size to 100 gigawatts and 100% renewable by 2040. The small grid size and relatively high energy cost, production cost that is in the past made it hard to attract energy-intense industry to Kenya. By recognizing the need to develop industrial anchor demand and shaping our plans accordingly, we have prioritized green industrialization and now aim to make carbon credits one of Kenya's biggest export products. In a month, we will have completed the institutional and legal framework for us to access, manage, and participate in the carbon market space. For the record, all the carbon trading in the African continent, let me say, 25% at the moment is happening in Kenya. I want to encourage us as a continent that is the future. And the legislators here from different parliaments in our continent must carry this back home. To support this, we are working on the appropriate institutional framework to anchor carbon market regulation, aligned fiscal incentives, and a green investor-friendly environment that ensures communities benefit as businesses also flourish. We are therefore organizing and building our internal government capacity accordingly. And I dare say every other government, every other parliament must begin to internalize and to work along this line. The same will be true for our food production. As the world embraces regenerative agriculture, we recognize that our agricultural practices largely comply with a new approach. We must therefore commit to apply productive technologies driven by renewable energy, such as solar-powered irrigation, along with resilient seed varieties.